Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today, we're going to be talking about the Unity thing. I'm not an expert or anything, but I'm going to tell y'all what I know about it based on watching like 3 different videos and looking at the forum post about it. I kind of found it in a roundabout way, not really through the Gems of War forum. I think most people probably saw it on the forum if they saw it at all about this change. But yeah, I'll talk about it a little bit later. I'm not a dev or anything. I don't make games. All I do is play games and make YouTube videos. So I'm not the expert about this or anything, but I have watched 3 videos. I can like at least let y'all know where to find the stuff to watch or where to read the stuff about it. Make your own decision what you think about it. But yeah, talk about that. We'll do Arena. I like playing Arena on live stream. I think it's fun. Lets you live vicariously through me. Instead of having to play Arena yourself, you can watch someone else do it. Because I know it's not the funnest event in the game, but you know what? It's a break. It's a break from the game. They draining your gyms. Underspire, Epic Trials, holiday events, all that stuff that's draining your gyms. Well, at least Arena, you can give Arena that, right? It's not draining your gym stack like everything else. It's not costing you real money. Yeah, one good thing about Arena is it's not costing you anything. So it's at least, if you don't play it, it costs you nothing. If you do play it, it costs you nothing. It's a break. So when you see Arena on the schedule from now on, try not to think about it as like a bad thing. Because you don't have to, when you see Arena, just see break. Like vacation. You don't have to do anything. If you don't want to, it doesn't cost you any gems. It's not a guild event. I think we should make it more of a positive thing instead of a negative. The rewards aren't good, of course. Everybody knows that. But see it more as like a break from the game and a break from your gem stack getting destroyed by every other game mode. Just think about Tower of Doom and how much extra you probably spent on that just to get to the shiny keys. Think about Underspire and how much gems you're spending on that just to get to the 7th dragon or the 5th dragon or whatever, 6th dragon. Think about the Epic Trials and buying the pet and spending gems on that. Every other event makes you spend gems or real money. Arena doesn't ask you for any real money and it doesn't ask you for any gems. So we should look at it more positively. And it also helps you get better at the game if you decide to play it. I don't blame you if you don't decide to play it. But let's think of it more positively these days than negatively. Like Guild Wars, you have to play Guild Wars. If you're in a guild, you have to play that. And you have to spend gems on it for your Sentinels. So it's not as bad as Guild Wars, for example. When I see Guild Wars, I'm like, oh my. Like, I've done terrible this week on Guild Wars because I just can't get excited about it. And that's my excuse and everything, but I feel like it's a good excuse. Like, I just can't get excited about Guild Wars anymore. So it's reflecting in my performance as well. I need to get proactive and find some better teams. I need to scout better and like look at the enemy team, and like I could definitely do way better. I have the ability, if I really cared about Guild Wars, to probably go 5-0 the whole time. Like, at least do 4-1 the whole time at least. But I've been slacking on that. But yeah, let's hit the like and get some people in here today. I'd really appreciate it. Let's get live chat going. Supernova, F. Lee, Livewire, Beg for Mercy. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. We're going to talk about the Unity thing. Gems of War does use Unity. I had to type in a couple things just to make sure this is even an issue for Gems of War. I'm not being some drama channel, some negative Nancy or anything. This is an actual thing that actually is affecting the game. They used Unity, the Unity engine. I'm not a dev, I'm not a game maker, but it's what they use to make their game is the Unity, and they're changing the way they charge games and developers and indie. They're changing the way they charge them. And they're charging them now based on downloads. I guess they used to buy like a subscription and then that's all they had to pay, and they like knew ahead of time how much they'd have to pay. They pay for a subscription Then they can use Unity to make or whatever. But now it's like per download. And people are worried, like, people are going to uninstall and re-download, uninstall, re-download, download bomb it, or even if they don't, just some games are in a very specific financial situation where they're just over a certain threshold and then they get charged to where they're like not making enough money to afford the new fee structure, because they're not like super successful, but they're just successful enough that they're... It's kind of like when you build your own business. It takes 2 or 3, 4 or 5 years to actually start making real profit, because you got to lose money first before you start making money. Well, some games are like in that almost forever. Like they're just barely getting by making, and then now they're going to change the way they're charging them to where they're probably just over the threshold, and now they're going to get charged. And they're talking about charging them like backwards, not just forwards. I think forwards is 100% for sure, but they're also talking about like backwards charging, which would destroy, I think, Gems of War. But let me get everything. And the one thing I was like, first of all, I was like, do they use Unity at all? And I looked it up, like, of course they do. And then I was like, do they have enough downloads to even qualify? Because that would be the second thing you would ask. Like, do they have enough? Like, is this a big enough game for them to even worry about it? And then you look, and like somebody went over it on the forum. If you go check out the forum, one person said the same thing. Like, I don't know if they're actually make enough money per year to be affected by this. And then somebody else brought up their financials, and they make plenty over the threshold. So yeah, I don't know. I want to know what y'all think. I feel like there's people here smarter than me about this kind of stuff. I'm giving the bare minimum here as far as like what this is and what it means. And I found it on Penguin Zero's channel. I'm subscribed to him. It's Moist Critical Charlie. Some of y'all probably know who that is. If you don't, you should check out the video. I linked it on Discord. He made a video yesterday about the Unity thing, and then he made a video based on someone else's video. Their name is Upper Echelon. So, and there's 3 videos about it. So he made one, and then Upper Echelon made 2 videos about it. So there's 3 videos out there about it. If you wanna, I linked one of them on Discord, and then if you go from that video, you could probably find the other 2. And then if you go to the Gems of War forum, they're talking about it. They were talking about it like 5 days ago, before these other videos were even made. But I just didn't pay attention to it. For some reason, it didn't like pique my interest when it popped up on the forum. So, see if I can do a dungeon perfect. Nope. I get the trap every single time. 2 traps in a row. Uno reverso, baby. I'm the best at that. Picked both traps. Does this sound good? I don't like the chat I'm on. Let me switch it. Okay, so we got Supernova, F. Lee, Livewire, Beg for Mercy, Chad, the Clip Bomb. We got Trey, gifted a membership. Thank you so much, running out there. I think Chad ran out there, and then Trey followed closely behind. Thank you very much. Supernova says, well, I think it's time to go back to board games. Trey says, popping in to say hi, busy at the gym. We'll try to make it back. Alright, man, we playing later? Connect 4 was the OG Gems of War. That's right. Supernova says, it would be worrying if 505 used Unity for all of their games. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, you guys probably know more than me about this kind of stuff. I'm just telling y'all what I know. I know Gems of War uses Unity. I'm pretty sure Puzzle Quest probably uses it, right? Are they able to switch to a different thing? Like a different engine? Like a different... I think that would be really hard, huh? Venture board's kind of dookie. I'll still do it later. Like Dungeon, you don't see me doing things sometimes. I'll probably do it later. Like this I might do later, especially since it's Sunday. Let's buy the Dragonite, though. I'm so close to Diamantina for free. Free-to-play Diamantina coming soon. Woo! 218 left. Or 208. 208 Dragonite left for free-to-play Diamantina. It means everybody can do it out there. Look at my gem stack, though. It's really getting ate up. Let's see, did we win the day yesterday as far as Guild Wars goes? Because I need to use up all my XP boosters right now. Today's the last day, by the way. If you're doing XP boosters, now's the time, unless you're going to use them on the Vault event. I think right now's the best time if you want to use them for the actual experience and get the most out of the actual experience to your hero level. If you want to do, like, if you want to wait till... I don't even think you can wait, like, super long, right? They expire. So you got to use some of them today, probably. Because Vault event's not next weekend. It's the weekend after. So, yeah, if you have some XP boosters, make sure you use them today. Warning, warning, warning. Reverse 911 call to you. Public broadcast system. Make sure you use your XP boosters today if you won the Guild Wars day yesterday, I guess. But I think we... I hope we won. Yeah, we won. So... now would be a great time for me to use up all my XP boosters, like, today. Because if I wait till tomorrow, we won't have the extra... or we might if we win today. So today's not the last day. I guess tomorrow would be the last day, but, or no, right? Because it doesn't count until Guild War... because remember, it gives you, like, your, extra experience the next... like, I got one on Monday for the last time, right? So today is the last day. So make sure you use your XP boosters today if you have them. And if you won yesterday, I guess. We won yesterday, so I'm going to use mine today at some point, hopefully. I'm doing terrible. I'm not even going to show you my scores. I did get a couple 5-0s, but I also had like a really bad day and then another terrible day. And then a ho-hum. Humdinger. Bag says, for the anti-perfect run, they take Dragonite away to pay for Unity. Hey, Chops here. Hirschfelder. Hey, man, love your EQ vids. Hope you're having a good stream. Hey, appreciate it, man. I love when people drop in and just, like, support me and let's get that, you know, help me with the number. Even if you don't like the game, you just kind of turn it on. Appreciate that, man. Hirschfelder. I'm playing later today, EQ, and I'll record a video, and I'm going to put it out later today for you. Supernova says, what if the Unreal Engine devs do the same thing as Unity? Dude, Unity has some... bad, like, ownership and, like, leadership. The guy that owns it or something is from EA Games. Aren't they terrible? EA? Weren't they the biggest villain in video game until now, until Unity? And it's the same guy. He's like the super villain of games. He's on Unity now. He went from EA to Unity. So EA was the worst, and then he left and went to Unity. And now Unity's the worst. It's the same guy. And he dumped shares of Unity before they made this announcement. They're talking about insider trading and all kinds of stuff. Like, it's crazy. You gotta watch the videos, because I'm not doing it justice right now. All I know is they're gonna charge way more per download for people that use Unity. Gems of War uses Unity. Then you're like, oh, but are they over the threshold? And then you look it up, and yes, they are. So... that's the most I know. And there's insider trading going on. There's the worst person ever who's making the decisions for the Unity side. And then you have the Gems of War side, who was already kind of greedy, you know? They've been greedy ever since they were bought out by the United States company or whatever. So now you got two greedy people, like, being greedy, trying to out-greedy each other. And here we are, like, we're the ones that are going to feel the pain. Like, they might be fine, but they're just going to keep being more predatory with their... money grabs. So just be careful out there, man. Not every single thing in the game. You don't need to buy every single thing in the game. They're already doing it right now. Like, they probably knew this before we did. Like, none of us knew this, like, until 5 days ago, a week ago. I bet you the Gems of War devs and, like, the Gems of War owners and stuff probably knew this a month ago or whatever. So, 7.1 update is probably, like, they knew. They were going to have to pay more for the Unity. But yeah, let me know if anybody knows here more than me. I haven't heard anybody say, nah, this isn't gonna affect them. No one has said that yet. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for, like some smart person to come in here and be like, nah, this ain't gonna affect Gems of War, you know, they're this, they're that, they don't do this, they don't use that. But nobody said that yet. And there's a post on the forum about it. In the Gems of War forum. They use this engine. They have enough downloads to qualify. Or it's like a money amount. Like, you have to make a certain amount of money per year. And Gems of War makes, by the way, you guys paying for stuff in the game. They make over like 2 million something a year. Over 2 million. I think it's like $2.5 million a year is how much money that gyms, or maybe it's like the whole company, but I don't know. That's one of the numbers I saw, was over $2 million. 20 cents per download, right? And it's like, how are they going to track if somebody's uninstalling, reinstalling? Like me, for example, I've done 2 new account playthroughs. Does that count? I don't know. If I install it on my phone, on my PS4, on my laptop, on my Switch, does all 4 of those count? Now it just costs them extra money? Like, I don't know. They said they're able to determine, but how can you believe them? You know, it's like an ultimate money glitch. Why would they, that's what Penguin said, like Charlie said. He's like, why would they even enforce it? If people are download bombing, like, why would they care? They just make more money if people do that. Anyway, let's play the game. What do we got really going on today? Tower of Doom is done. We're done with Tower of Doom. We got all the rewards. Just to show that, let's show. My team was pretty much working at the end still. You just got to be more careful. One thing about Tower of Doom is once you get to a certain point, it does not get harder. It only gets easier because you get more stats the higher you go. So Tower of Doom does not get like super hard or anything. So if you can get to floor 25, you can make it to floor 80 million. That's why it's never that impressive when people go super high. It only gets easier the higher you go up. And it's like a waste of time and a waste of... The leaderboard's terrible. There's so many reasons to not go super far in Tower of Doom that I don't even name them all when I say it. But getting all rewards these days does take more. Like, I feel like we did exactly the right amount of Tower of Doom. Everybody in our guild did. If they were continuing today, it would be kind of not smart, but whatever floats your boat. For me, I did 76 Dooms, for example. I think that's a decent amount. Everybody should do around 70 or something. It's probably good if you want to participate. And yeah, I think 70 is pretty good. And you're gonna have people doing like a ton up here, like Allie, for example. 147. You got your scouts. So not everybody's gonna do as many as the scouts are gonna do, and you're gonna have 3, 4, 5 scouts that are going to have way more than everyone else. But you should help out and get at least, I would say, like, I did the bare minimum almost that you should probably do if you want all rewards. I think 70 might be the bare minimum, and I went a little bit. I went 76, you know? So, 66 minimum, says Jamie. Okay, good to know. So I was almost right, and I was just guessing. I said 70. Gotta always overshoot a little bit. Make up for those people that don't do anything. Guild Wars, I'm doing terrible. I don't know if I'm going to do it on live stream today. We got Red Team, though. My Red Team is the one I built all by myself. It did finally lose, though, last Guild Wars, so I'm not as confident as I was before. It only lost once. It's not like it went crazy bad, but... So, yeah, what else do we have going on? Underspire, I think, maybe? Is that the thing most people would be interested in, other than Guild Wars, maybe? Epic Trials is done. Tower of Doom is done. There's nothing else. Arena's going on. I'll play that in a minute. But I guess Underspire, I'm not that far, though, so I don't know if people would be super interested in this. I don't spend any gems on that. I'm not going to spend gems on Underspire until I have Diamantina, which is coming very soon. I might even repair my gem stack first before I jump straight into Underspire. I think you got to play the game responsibly these days. You can't do every single game mode. I saw a post on the forum. They're like, and I totally agreed that some people just don't know how to not do everything. Like, if you can learn how to not do everything in this game, you'll be much happier. There's certain things you just don't have to do that it feels like you should do, but you don't have to. Like Underspire, for example. If you still need Diamantina, if you still need Epic Trial Pets and stuff, and you're running out of gems, you don't have to do Underspire. It's always going to be there. You can get at it hard later. It'll still be there for you, you know? Let's see what everybody's saying. Tyrion Shark lurking. Supernova says, I used my booster yesterday and caught 2 levels in 90 minutes. Nice. Then it took me 9 hours to get another half a level. Anthony says, Unity changes? Yeah, they're changing the way they charge. I went to the merchant. And it's going to bankrupt a lot of game. I don't know. You know, that's kind of dramatic, I guess, but it could bankrupt a lot of indie games, the way that the changes they're making at Unity, the game engine that a lot of indie game devs use to make their... I feel like I'm sounding like an idiot that doesn't know what I'm talking about, but you got to go watch the videos. Go watch Penguin Zero, go Upper Echelon, go look at the forum. I think it's important. And it's like a good context as to why they're making everything cost them, like being so predatory in the game and charging you for so much crap. Like they knew it was coming or something. All right, where am I at here? Here's the door. Guess I go this way? How am I past this locked door, though? Oh, I can't. Oh, dumb, an idiot. All right, I need the key. Okay. So let's go back this way. Kind of like lost my spot. What's up, Mike D? How's it going, man? Hirschfelder, Activision has always been worse than EA in my opinion, but EA is the runner-up. Uni now takes the cake. Yeah, if you've looked into it, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just not doing it justice. Beg says the Unity CEO was the person that said they should charge $1 to reload your gun in Battlefield. Exactly. He wants to charge you while you're 6 hours deep into a game. He thinks that you're going to pay $1 to reload your gun in the middle of a fight. That's the guy that's the main like CEO of Unity, which Gems of War uses to make their game. Like, they probably just used it to make the 7.1 update, right? And he thinks he's going to charge you for reloading your gun in a game. Because he says it's you won't not do it because you're 6 hours in, you're playing a game, it's just $1. I've always said that they should do that. They should make, like, more things that cost less instead of stuff that's like a lot. That costs a lot. They need to make more things that cost less. But like taking advantage of people while they're in the heat of battle is kind of scummy. Supernova says, OMG, Gems of War is going to microtransaction us into oblivion. Ready Player One style. Yeah, I can't wait till there's a pop-up in the middle of a battle. I've been calling it for years. I bet you something pops up in the middle of battle one day and asks you to pay real money to do something. Tim is here. Mike wants to bone. JM Rick says good morning. By the way, Chatathon next Sunday. Make me stream for hours and hours and hours. Really appreciate your presence. It starts at the butt crack of dawn. It's Gems of War. It's for 8 hours, maybe, depending on how long you want me to go type of stuff. First hour's free. It starts at 5 a.m. EST. And let's see how long we can go. The Centers have broke the record every single time. And every single time I'm anxious about it and thinking we're not going to do it. And they always do it. So we'll see what happens this time. It's next Sunday, which is the 24th of September, starting at 5 a.m. Could go all the way to like 1 p.m. or so, maybe. Man, I went to another dead end. Are you kidding me? All right, let's go this way, I guess. 20 cents per download. There will be major Unity lawsuits. Yeah, I heard there's already some in the works. Beg says devs should not piss off the customers now. We can make it hurt. That's what they were saying. Like, if they do an update where we don't like it, like the unicorn barf cards, or you could just install and, you know, uninstall and install and uninstall and install, uninstall, install, and it like costs them money every time you do it. Supposedly, yeah. I'm sure that's not how it works, but people are saying maybe. Imagine if it works like that. Every time you get mad, every time they try to charge you for something stupid, you could go on your phone and install a new account and then uninstall it and then reinstall it and uninstall it and reinstall it. And every time you do that, you're costing them money, so you're getting back at them. So they better be careful. I think our player base would do that if given the opportunity. They kind of had us bent over the barrel for a while. It's time for us to switch positions with them. Where is that post, Anthony says? It's like halfway down on the forum, gemsofwar.com. You go to the forum, and it's like halfway down. There's a lot of stuff ahead of it, so it's from 5 days ago. You could just type in Gems of War Unity in Google, and it brought it up for me. I was looking up like how many downloads they have. I was looking up to make sure they actually use Unity, and I was typing in a bunch of stuff in Google. And eventually I just put Gems of War Unity, and it brought up the forum post for whoever made the post on the forum from like 5 days ago. But that's basically all I know about it. I was hoping some of y'all knew more. It's a newer thing. It's from the last week or so. Which is cool. I like having the news for you. You guys know more than other people. Other people aren't going to know. They're just going to be playing this game, and one day it's going to just shut down. And they won't even know why. At least people here know why. What if Luther interrupts your battle to give you an offer? I know. It's going to be something like that. Dude, I'm hitting every single dead end. Are you kidding me? It's got to be down here then, huh? I don't really care, but... Mike D's here. Beg says, also, how do you know Unity is not paying bots to download games? Right, they seem super, not trustworthy. Doing Under Spire. I want to get to that second boss at least here. Been playing it for free. The first week I played Under Spire, I went all the way to the 7th boss. It's not like I've never done it before. Second week I did it again. Third week I'm like, okay, I'm over it. I need to save some gems. I know when to fold them. I'm getting closer. I finally got the last dragon. I was like, okay, I'm deciding right now. I'm going to do Diamantina. And the Under Spire, I'm just going to do the free battles and get like the second boss. At some point, I decided that you have to. Pretty much have to. Got to choose between things. It's like when you're playing a video game and you can go one way or the other. You can't go both ways at the same time. Just think of it like that. You can either do the Under Spire, or you can do the Epic Trials, or you can go after Diamantina. There's like a... You can only do... Can't do all three. You're gonna run out of gems. People are over Diamantina these days, I bet. Takes me so long to get it because I'm totally free to play. By the time I get it, no one's even using it. Still got the world record and stuff, so it's definitely good. I haven't looked at speedrun.com in like 2 or 3 months, but it had the record for a couple things. It's definitely meta. Tesla and Diamantina are like the two metas right now as far as going fast. Alright, let's do this. I guess. Probably should have did something else. Soak up that purple. Here goes the enemy for a while. Just kill him with that. Mike D says, I bought tier 2, got more than you. Anthony says, I have given Underspire the brush off. Supernova says, prepare for $300 games in the future. Clapping cheeks, baby. Ruhan's here, what up? Sir Michael, hey, I haven't seen that name in a while. Good morning. Chilling before football starts? Beg says, during your Guild Wars battle, you get a pop-up to instant win the battle for $1. Yeah. Mike D's a paid badass. You got the freaking Heart of Rage, bro. That's amazing. Jamie says they said only the initial install will be changed. They already said you can't download bomb the devs. Yeah, that's what they say. Do we trust these people? That looks like a very trustworthy face. When you look at the CEO of Unity, that's the kind of face I always trust, you know? They just dumped a bunch of shares. Insider trading, but we're gonna say, oh yeah, sure, you know, I believe them. That's the kind of face I like to look at and trust. The guy that just dumped all his shares in the thing before he made the announcement. You know, it should work like that. Like, you're right. You shouldn't be able to do that, and they should say that, and that should be the truth. But then you look at the person saying it. Cookie Man, what up? Mike D's been a member for 26 freaking months. True achievement elite. The newer cosmic dragon sucks, says Supernova. Is there like new dragons coming? I don't really look at the spoilers super far ahead. I probably should though. Is there some new dragons coming or something? Anyway. Let's, get all this blue. Get this green. Got our book. Extra turns. Bang. I like this team for the early stuff. I don't know if it would be good late, but I think it's decent. I was really using the Possessed King just for his third trait, but he ended up doing more than just that. He's finishing stuff off. Early on, he was killing everything in one shot. It's pretty nice. Some skulls there. Let's get some brown into blue. Right? Ooh, into yellow. Ah, I missed the blue, but it's fine because we make blue. So I did that on purpose, but then I missed somehow. Thrall is frozen. It's alright though, we win. What are these freaking ads that keep popping up above my chat? It's so annoying. Ruhan, unpopular opinion. I miss the days of a weekly world event. I really dislike most of the other stuff like Tower of Doom and Bounty. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of agree. I like the how you used to get Medals of Seasons almost every week. I'm not a big fan of the world event though. I don't know if I would agree totally, but I'm not sure. I like the medals. That's another thing people were saying on the forums, like, we all play the Vault event. I don't know how to say it, like how they said it, but we all play the Vault event. But it's really just like clicking one button. Is it really super fun? And the reason we play the Vault event is because we get such good rewards for it. But is it really fun, you know? The playing of it? And then we don't play Arena because the rewards suck. But why do we play games anyway? You know, like to have fun, so... I don't know, I feel like we're all playing... We're all saying we like certain game modes in this game based on the rewards and not based on whether it's fun or not. We're all kind of like brainwashed into playing certain things. That's why I'm kind of looking forward to maybe taking a break from the game. Just to see, what if all of a sudden I take... Because I've been playing this game for 6 freaking years every single day, almost. I'm sure there's a day here and there where I didn't play. I was really sick or I had a really bad toothache or something, I'm sure. But there's never been a week where I didn't at least play 5 days out of the 7. Never. In the last 6+ years. I can't remember the first year, or maybe the first year I didn't play every single day, but pretty much the last 5 years or so I've been playing every single day. Like, I want to know what it feels like to not play this game for like a few days in a row. I haven't done that in a long time. Maybe all of a sudden I become a rich millionaire, billionaire because I don't waste all my time on this game anymore. You never know. I could become an astronaut. Fly to space with Lance Armstrong on his bike. We're going to put some steroids in our vein, lift weights, and then the weights don't even weigh anything because we're in space. So we become huge like the Hulk. And then we rip our pants, we flex, and then our pants rip. And then we invent some pants that stretch when you flex. And then we come back to Earth and we sell the pants to all the steroid freaks. Here's the pants you need for when you flex and you rip your pants, because they stretch. There's already stretchy pants, you dummy. Well, these are Lance Armstrong bike space pants. Duh. Better. They're better than your other stretchy pants. These have a string where you tie it. Way better. 2 legs instead of 1. Way better. There's like a spot for your butt in the pants too. Like there's specific, you know, like there's underwear where you put your balls in like there's a little spot for your balls. When you put it, like the pants do the same thing. You have a spot for each butt cheek and a spot for your other stuff. It's in the pants too. You have to wear the other kinds of underwear or not wear the or go commando. But there's like a spot in the pants for each butt cheek, like it goes way in your crack and then like in the front there's a spot for both things, like the twig and berries. Let's go play arena. Because everybody loves to watch other people play arena, but they don't want to play arena. I get it. I like Horned Asp as a troop for the arena. It does splash damage. It inflicts bleed and poison. Outside of arena, that's not good. But inside of arena, bleed and poison on 3 enemies is pretty good. Bleed and poison. It's a nutsack for your nutsack. Flaming cartwheels, yeah. You're an OG watcher. That's what the kids do whenever I get interrupted by the children. I say they're doing screaming flaming cartwheels, because that's just how it seems. Alright, what are we doing here? I want the horny asp. So I need red and purple. But don't get too hyper-focused on one troop on your team either. You could lose like that, you know? You start just only taking red and purple when you have all this other good mana that you could take. Like right here, I could take yellow and purple. I probably wouldn't have seen that. I probably would have been like, oh, red, woo! I get yellow and purple. Then like the enemy team, you know, you gotta kind of like give them a little side-eye. Like, is there anything here that's gonna destroy me? Not really. Let's get that chick up. She deals damage and gains 6 life, so she's kind of our second tank. Now we could take the red. Alright, we got the horny asp. I'm gonna take skulls first, though. I don't want to get hit by them. Alright, now we cast it. We want to hit as many. We gotta hit 3. If you cast the horned asp on slot 1 or slot 4, you need to go back to kindergarten. We need to hit slot 2 or slot 3 so we can inflict the most poisons and bleeds. And then you kind of like, okay, what's the most dangerous? I think this guy maybe, so I'm going to hit him. Bang, bled and poisoned 3 of their troops. Which in arena is nice. Outside of arena, not so nice. We got 10 damage, gain 6 life. We can kill the frog. I think I'm gonna shoot the blast cannon though. Get it down to 6 HP. It's bleeding. It's poisoned. Oh, it's 6 HP. It's really like, if you've never done it before, if you've ever like bled, poisoned, burned like a bunch of enemies, and then they all just start dying all of a sudden, it's really fun. So out of the blue, you're just matching gems, and they're just over there going, ah! It's dying. You're like, why'd that one die? Oh, yeah. Oh, then the next turn, bang, another one dies. Next turn, bang, another one dies. You're like, oh, yeah. I remember I put poison and bleed on all of them. And burn. Destroy a row, gain 5 armor, boosted by all green gems destroyed. There's 3 right here. Decent tank. Not casting this, but I probably could at this point, because I feel like 3 of them are going to die. This thing converts yellow gems to skulls, and there's a, like, right here. If I don't take this yellow, they're going to get that pretty good, so I think I'll take the yellow. Prevent them from destroying my Lance Knight. There goes one. Or we could summon, but I'm going to take the skulls first. I'm going to take it like this so I get red, too. But they gave them skull. Hey, extra turn. More skulls for me. Get a kill there. Got 2 bled, or 2 poisoned. And let's just show them up by summoning here. Let's just rub the salt into the wounds by summoning. We have a full team, and they got 1 poisoned cannon with 1 HP now. And he dies off incidental skulls. We destroyed them. Ruhan with the gifted, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So Chad runs out there. Trey is close behind, and then Ruhan is getting it started up, baby. Mike D, what's up, bro? Nutsack for your nutsack. Supernova says, you'll be like an addict, you'll be jonesing after 48 hours. Ruhan says, these other things take too much time. It really spoils everything for me. I like Invasion and Journey enough, though. Journey's cool because you get the books and stuff that you really need. It's like an event where you really, like, you need that stuff. And you feel like, finally, getting the stuff I need. Supernova says, I'm almost to the 1/4 milestone of my 1 billion gold goal. That's crazy. Anthony says, Invasion is fun, especially when you can get a skull spam team going, for sure. Livewire says, Tower of Doom changes things up. World events are kind of repetitious. Life lesson, says Mike. Anthony likes the new rotation. Cookie Man hit level 40? Is it your birthday? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Cookie Man, I think. Right? Is it your birthday, Cookie Man? 50 to 1 deeds to books is crazy, right? It is crazy, but you gotta grab... Like, right now you have a chance to get writs, and this will make one person probably leave the stream because they don't want to hear it. Nobody likes to hear, like, the truth. Which, of course, there's that other channel you could go to if you just don't want to hear the truth. But they're presenting you writs in the arena. You should go grab them. I know it's not a lot, but if you just make it a habit to grab every single writ or deed or book that they present to you that you see, especially when it doesn't cost you any gems. Like, I almost have 2 kingdoms on level 20. I feel like I'm doing decent with that just because of that. Red and yellow right here. Got to make the best out of every single move in the arena because it's not easy peasy. Okay, we got purple, we got brown, we got red, we got purple, we got green here. What do we do? I'm gonna take some sort of purple, but let's just go way over here maybe. Or we could take red and hope for skulls. Like, you gotta kind of make something happen other than just making a 3 match. If you're just going around the whole time in arena just making 3 matches, then you're probably gonna lose. So right here, I'm going to make this 3 match, but I'm hoping a skull follows down and I get a skull hit too. See? Psychic Cinny all the time. About lots of things in this game. Can't wait till, like, way in the future, like, somebody just goes back and... Anyway, nobody will ever do that. I'm looking down... In the end, I'm looking down, like, remember all those things that you're right about? That's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Let's see. And all those smart people that watched you? Purple. You can get purple and green, but we don't need green. I just feel like I don't have as a skewed view on things. Like, I don't spend money on the game. I don't get codes from the devs. Like, if you ever want the 100% truth about this game, you can come here. I have no money invested in this game, and I get nothing from the devs. You got when you go other places, you know, they get codes. They have to kind of be. They can't call out the devs all the time and be a-holes, or else they're going to get their codes late, or they're not at all. Just keep that in mind. Other channels get codes. They can't be 100% honest with the devs. They can't, you know, they got to be kind of nice. It's kind of like with your boss, and you want time off. You can't just go in there and call your boss an a-hole and then request time off. Some people are invested. They spent tons of money in the game, and they kind of have a different, skewed viewpoint of the game. I have none of that. I'm seeing clearly, speaking clearly about this game. And you can always come here for that. That's one thing that'll never happen. I'm never going to spend money on the game, and yeah, I'm going to keep it solid. Not getting codes. I feel like that skews your opinion about things. Whether you think it does or doesn't, I feel like it does deep down. How close am I to Diamantina? I'm pretty close, man. I need 208 Dragonite. If I got one perfect, I could have it in 2 or 3 days if I got lucky. I'd need like 2 perfects, or 1 perfect and like 2 days. So I could have it in like 3 days if everything went perfectly. Maybe 2 days. If I got 2 perfects in a row, which won't happen. So it's like 60 Dragonite. I bet you I have it in 3 or 4 days. I'll have it before the Chatathon next Sunday, which is pretty cool. I said I would have it by the end of September, and we're going to end up having it like a week before that. We can get blue and red right here. Make the most out of every turn in Arena. Gave them skulls, though, so that wasn't too smart. So now we're in trouble. We want to maybe get... Is that going to give them an extra turn? 1, 2, 3. Yep, they'll get a green extra turn if I do that. So let's not do that. That's the other way. You can make the most out of your turns, but also don't give them something. Alright, we got the snake. Their team isn't the greatest over there, you know? I think I might hit the frog. They could summon and everything, but I'm not too scared about it. Alright, now we got him poisoned and bled. Now our goal should be to summon, maybe. Some brown would be great. Don't have. Not very much going on that board. Blue. Purple. Yellow. Cast her, I guess. Gain 6 life would be great right now. It's the tank. Could hit the, maybe the spider summoner. Knock it more closer to death. More closer. Red. There we go. 1 goes down. Let's get our snake up again. Taking a hit there. Let's hit the wisp now. Now everybody will be poisoned. There goes the egg. Alright, it's going to be a close one, y'all. They're bleeding and poisoned, so... Or at least bleeding. We need some brown, we just aren't getting it. Maybe the snake can do it by itself? No red, no purple, and no brown. That's when you want to look for their colors. Like if I take yellow right now, they don't use yellow. That's stupid. I'm going to take blue because they actually use blue. Which didn't really help anything, but it's better than doing nothing. Brown, red, purple. Come on. Still nothing. Looks like their wisp is about to die at least. And that thing doesn't really do damage, it just does skull stuff. Alright, come on. Red, purple, brown. Still nothing. 3 turns in a row. And of course, we're still in there though, as long as we can get some colors. Look, yeah, sure, give them skulls with their 10 attack. That looks great. With the Doom Skull on it, sure. We haven't had any mana for like 6 turns in a row. There we go, finally. Just in time, too, because... Alright, now we need to still focus on summoning. Let's get this dub. There's no brown, there's no purple. Here's purple, though. Brown and purple, come on. Some red. Of course, they get skulls. I'm gonna go after the brown and the purple. We got this guy, though. 2 random gems. I'm gonna take the shirt thing here. Summon again. The more of those we get ahead of us, the better. Purple extra turn. Skulls. 5 HP on the enemy. We still win. You should join a Sinny break, says Ruhan. Ruhan says, I'm just here to complain today. I'm also sick of my guild. They have these OGs that do nothing all the time, and we don't finish out a single event. Wow. Yeah, you definitely want to be in a guild where they kick people out if they're doing nothing. I've heard there's been trouble recently with, like, mid-tier guilds filling spots. Like, all the middle guilds are the ones dying right now. The high-level guild, like, I haven't noticed anything with Mana Bombers. We're top 15. It seems like we can always get somebody to, like, people leave all the time, but that's just normal. That happened even years ago. But we always seem to find somebody to fill the spot. But I've heard it's kind of like dead in the middle. It used to not be as, like, all the casual guilds with no requirements in the middle there are having trouble finding people or keeping people, or, you know? Or even people are having trouble finding guilds that are active and not just dead, or... That's what I've seen anyway. I don't know if it's a problem for more than just that person that posted that on the forum, but looked like a couple people were agreeing with them on there. I don't know, I'm happy to be in a higher level guild. And I feel like I'm smart with the way... I'm sorry, you know, not being conceited or anything, but joining a guild that doesn't have a crazy high requirement, but it still has a decent requirement, where I can be casual if I want to be, or I can be hardcore. Like, why force yourself into a guild that makes you give 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, when you could be in a guild where the requirement's like 800,000 or 900 or 1 million, but people give more than that anyway. But if you're having a bad week, you can just go ahead and give the 800,000 or 900,000. If you're having a bad week in a guild that makes you do 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, you have to do that every single time no matter what. Which is cool, because that means everybody in the guild has to do that. But it is nice being in Mana Bombers where it's only like 875,000. And I can still give 3 million if I want to. Like, it's common sense, kinda. Like, just because the requirement's 800,000 doesn't mean everybody in the guild could still give 2 million, 3 million if they want to. Like, set it high enough to where you kick people out if they don't meet it. You still are able to do that, but not so high that people get burnt out, like trying to get 5 million gold every week. Got the yellow 2 there. We got our snake, which is our main damage dealer. This thing's kind of concerning, but there's more stuff down here, so I'm gonna hit the chicken. I'm gonna probably take out the Nightwing with some skulls, or maybe get up the snake again. Got our we got this, but I kind of want to hold it. I mean this. We're looking for blue, yellow. Red, purple, where you at? If we don't have anything, I almost have to cast it. Alright, let's just cast it. Get up the snake. Now we can poison bleed every single thing on their team, which is nice. Go right here. Yeah, Arena's basically about picking an OP troop. If you really want to play it and just keep re-rolling, keep retiring. They give you one re-roll. I don't even think it costs anything anymore, does it? If you just retire from the first battle. If you don't get a good epic troop, re-roll. Just pick real fast. Re-roll. Look at your next set of epics. If there's not something awesome there, pick. Retire from the first battle. Go back in. If there's not something awesome, re-roll. You know what I mean? You can do that over and over and over and make it way easier. Just because I force myself to use, like, crappy troops doesn't mean you have to. Like, yeah, the rewards aren't good, and yeah, it's kind of hard, but I feel like people make it harder on themselves, which kind of gives them an excuse to not do it. Even more of an excuse. Alright, let's finish this off. Undefeated. Ruhan with the gifted. Did I already say that? I think I did. So yeah, Chad and Trey and Ruhan are out there. They're parking lot DJs playing the music. We got the spinners on the train. They're just, it looks like we're going, but we're not going yet. We got the spinners on there. I saw a car the other day. It had these rims on it, and it looked like the rims were about to fall out of the tire. It was funny. How does that happen? And I saw a bunch of trucks parked weird again. Like, they use up 2 spots. I get it, you have like a giant truck, but I think you can still park in a parking spot. You just act like you can't. You can't operate your vehicle correctly. That's one of my favorite rants right now, is the guy that drives the giant truck that doesn't know how to drive. Because you know when you buy like a giant truck, you think you're, you think you're that. But then you don't know how to park, and you don't know how to drive. Like, that doesn't make you seem tough or anything. I don't know how to operate my vehicle. I'm a super tough redneck hillbilly with my super big truck that don't even fit into parking spots. It's so big. No, you just don't know how to drive it. You're terrible. You're a wannabe. You're like a poser. You're like posing as that hillbilly guy, that redneck guy. You're like posing as him. He actually parks it correctly because he knows how to drive his truck. You are just a poser. And you think you're driving a big truck, and you think you're that guy, but you're not, because you can't drive it. Driving down the middle of the road, parking all wherever you want. You got to get giant tires because you don't know how to drive. Mike's out of here. All right, see ya, Mike. Let's do that. Bang. Green. 10 damage, 6 life. Got a barrier, and then we got a lamp ray. I love playing the game in Arena where you just try to guess the names of the enemy troops. If you think you know this game, try doing that. It's kind of fun sometimes. Green gems to red. Roman B. Oh my goodness. Good to see ya. Member for 24 months. If anybody wants to hear about the Unity stuff, it's at the beginning. I can recap it real fast, though, if you want. Gems of War uses Unity. It's the engine they use to make their game. Unity is now charging per download instead of like a subscription thing. So it's going to cost some indie developers like way more money now. And the person that's the CEO of Unity, which Gems of War uses Unity, I double-checked, they do, is the same CEO that was from EA Games. That's like a super greedy guy with the microtransactions, like the, hey, pay $1 to reload your gun guy is the CEO of Unity. Gems of War, you have to be at a certain threshold, though, of downloads of money to be hit with this new fee structure thing. Gems of War is over that threshold. They make like $2 million a year or something. So it does affect them. They are over the threshold. They do use Unity. So just something to keep in mind. I think it doesn't even go into effect until like January 1st. But look into it. There's 3 different videos on it. It's on the forum too, people talking about it. It's a new thing that's happened recently, the last week or so. It's kind of crazy. Could it bankrupt Gems of War? I don't know, maybe. If they do the retroactive charging for, which is not off the table, by the way, they could charge them for every single download that people have ever done for the game for the last 10 years. 10 years. That's not off the table. Most likely it's going to be like downloads going forward. But the past downloads is not off the table, though. It's not against the law. Like, lawyers are... There's, like, lawsuits happening. It's a pretty big deal. I've seen 3 different videos pop up about it in the last, like, 2 or 3 days. Because there's a bunch of games that use Unity. It's not just Gems of War. Obviously, I know more... some of y'all know more about this than I do. That's what I keep saying. I'm just the news guy. I'm like the news anchor. You're the news anchor talking about the hospital and all the, yeah. I'm bringing you the news. I'm not a doctor. Just telling you that there's a new, whatever, there's a new fee structure for Unity, blah, blah, blah. Team video, team video. Supernova says, I'm sure the devs are going to do some things with Cinemirage and Draxum because they're not yet available for higher power level. But Roman B, 24 months, that's 2 freaking years. Got the Heart of Rage badge and everything. Appreciate that. Supernova says, big truck people just push others off the road. Get out of the way, club. Hey, I'm down if you can operate your vehicle correctly. Like, I'm down. It's just I'm only speaking on people that take up like 2 parking spots and like go. Yeah, your truck, it's too big, right? Sure. And hey, if it is too big, park at the back of the parking lot, please. Don't. It's the idiots that park up front and take up 2 spots. You know you're a douchebag. Everybody knows you're a douchebag, right? You are a douchebag. If you're in a big truck and like, oh, it's too big for the spot, I gotta take up 2 spots. Well, park in the back, don't park in the front. Just because there's 2 spots and it's perfect for your giant truck and it's the... Don't park up front. Somebody else could park up. What if an old lady wants to park up front and your stupid truck is taking up 2 spots? Do you not think of other people? I think we live in a world where people just don't think about other people these days. Like, literally. Everybody's they have the main character syndrome. Driving around in a giant stupid truck taking up 3 spots when there's old ladies and just, yeah, you open the door when an old lady's coming. It's the same thing as taking up 2 spots really close to a grocery store with your stupid big truck. Go park in the back and walk your cowboy boots into the store. Effley says, wow, the hate for trucks. I drive a big truck, but I know how to park. Hey, then that's not you I'm talking about. Or, hey, park in the back if you're going to take up that many spots. I just live in an area where it's a bunch of idiots who are a bunch of posers. So, if you live in a different state where you actually do it right, then I'm not talking about you. Basically, if you don't live in Ohio, then I'm probably not talking about you. You probably know how to drive your truck correctly and park it right and use it right, you know? Anyway, let's do another arena, I guess. I need to get my writs or else I'm a hypocrite. Let's do it. This time we'll keep repicking till we get something OP. I'll show you the way that you're supposed to do it. Glass Golem, not OP. Umbral Giant, not OP. Ping Long, not OP. So just pick one. Plague Rat, not OP. Bishop, not OP. Anglerfin, not OP. So just pick one. And these are never going to be OP really, so just pick two. Reroll. Alright, here we go. Not OP. That's okay. And that's okay. So we'd probably start with one of these two. 12. I mean, which one? 10 damage and steal 4 magic from all remaining enemies if they die. Or we got 11 to 22, which could potentially be 22 damage like a one-shot. Huh. If I get a kill here, though, man, I steal like almost half their magic probably, and I'm gonna go with that. Void Annoy, 7 damage. If they use blue, triple damage. That's not terrible. I kind of like Dire Boar. Okay, Dire Boar. And then Goblin's always decent. Spider Swarm's better than you would think. It poisons. I don't have red yet. Let's go that. So I kind of like this team. If you re-roll this, I wouldn't be mad at it. But I kind of like it. Let's make sure not to mana block anybody. What order should we go in? Kind of building my team around Envoy of Pride. So let's make sure he's not mana blocked at all. We'll go like this for the first battle. We can always switch it up. If like Spider Swarm goes down really fast and then they start killing my Envoy, I might put Envoy back a little bit. But for now, I don't want to block it. I kind of want to cast it. I want to get a kill. I want to steal magic from all remaining enemies. Like, that could be potentially, what, 16 magic, and then we'll one-shot the next time? We just gotta, like, get a kill with it. Supernova says, also the sports car people thinking they're driving in NASCAR everywhere they go. I have the opposite problem, like, people driving too slow. I don't mind when people drive fast, as long as they don't, like, hit me or something stupid. So once they go around you, like, they're gone, and they're not a... The slow people are in front of you, and you can't do anything about it, and they're just there, and they're... You like... You know how when something's annoying, as long as it's just, like, very quickly annoying, and it goes away? Like, that's the NASCAR people. They fly around you, but then they're gone. And they're... But the slow people, you're behind them, and it's forever. And they're annoying forever. Just, like... The whole way there, they're in front of you, just being annoying. Like, I don't mind a person if they zoom around me. Like, I might get mad. I might, like, flip them off real quick, but it's over. It's just real quick. It's over with. I'm not condoning it. I don't think it's... I also get mad at those kind of people, but I think the slow people are worse because it's way longer. It's, like, drawn out. It's like you're taking a Band-Aid off. You take it off real slow, and it hurts. You're supposed to just rip it off. It's like taking a Band-Aid off real slow is when the... You got the slow person in front of you. Being super selfish because they're driving slowly. They don't care about anybody behind them. They think they're being careful and driving carefully, but they're actually slowing down like 10 people. 10 people's day. You don't think... If I was driving really slow, I would be looking in my rear view mirror and like my mirrors and seeing like 50 people behind me and knowing that I'm making them go this slow. I would have that... I'm not like the main character of the world. I'd be thinking about, like, when I'm in line at a fast food place, I don't sit there for 30 minutes looking at the menu trying to decide what I want. I'm telling, hey baby, hey, what do you guys know what you want? Do you know what you want? When you're sitting back, like 3 cars back from the sign at the fast food place, you're supposed to be like talking about what you're gonna get. Like, hey, what do you want? Oh, you? Okay, a hamburger, no cheese. Okay, you? Okay. Yeah, you know what you want? You better think about it now. Better get off your phone. Come on. We gotta be ready when when it's our turn, we gotta know what we want. We gotta say it. We gotta, like, go. There's people behind us. We're not the main characters in this world. You know, we're not just gonna sit at the sign for an hour and look at every single picture on the sign. We gotta just know what we want and, like, If you need to look at the sign for a minute, that's cool, but not every single person in the car needs to look at the sign for a minute. Like, you probably know what you want. You come here all the time. You get the Big Mac. You know what you want. You get the Quarter Pounder. You get the nuggets. There's one person that maybe needs to look at the sign. So, it's... And then you can, like, help that person, too. Like, okay, what do you think you want? You know, they got this, they got this, they got this. Try to come up with what your whole order before you get to the sign. You don't get to the sign and then sit there and look at every single picture and ask every single question. Like, what kind of deals you got going on today? Okay, I need a minute. Hold on, I need a minute. Hold on. Hold on, I need a minute. Hold on. I need a minute. Hold on. I need a minute. Hold on. Let's see. What do you want? What do you think? What do you think you want? Oh, what do you want? What do you think you want? What do you think the kids want? Oh, yeah? What are you gonna get? Because if you get that, I'm gonna get that. Okay? Oh, you think that? Oh, yeah. Remember last time? Well, if you get that, I think I'm gonna get what you're gonna get. So what are you gonna get? Okay. Yeah. No, they don't have that here anymore. They don't have that. Do you guys have the chili? You guys still have the chili? No, sir, we don't have the chili anymore. Yeah, they don't have the chili no more, you know. They don't have the chili no more. What do you want? You want burger? What do you want? Burger? You want the fries, the burger, chicken? That's all they got anyway. So, it's one of those. You know, it's 3 choices. Make a choice, honey. Burger, fries, chicken. 3 choices. That's it. You know? Just make a choice. Oh, you want the Big Mac? Okay, yeah. Alright, we're ready to go. You want 3 Big Macs? We want how much is the fries? Oh yeah. Well, what if I get a medium? What if I get the meal? Is it like less? Like, do I get a drink? What if I get water? Is the water free? Huh? Can I get a refill? What if I bring my cup in there later? Can I get a refill? Like, if I come through and like I drink my drink and then can I come back later and like come inside and get a refill? Is the water free though? If I get water, give me water, 4 large waters, and I got a coupon. Is this coupon still good? It says I get free stuff. Everything's free. Is this coupon right? Okay, yeah. Well, give me 4 waters and a Big Mac. And what do you want? What do you want again? So you can't be like that when you go to this freaking. You gotta know what you want before you get there. Don't be that guy. You know how many people are behind you and they already know what they want and they just waiting on you? Come up with your order before you get there, please. It's McDonald's. You know what you want. There's a burger, there's nuggets, and there's fries. It doesn't take... It's not rocket science. It's not brain science. It's not rocket surgery. Destroy a row. Let's get an extra turn while we destroy a row. Let's get another extra turn. Let's kill something and steal some magic. Let's, Spider-Man poison. And they're almost dead. Livewire says I saw a video of a guy that bought a new pickup truck from China for 2,000 bucks. It came in a crate and was only like 3 times bigger than a Power Wheel. That's awesome. I want one of those. Dude, I always wanted a small car. I think it would feel like driving a go-kart. Like, I don't know. I think I'd want a giant car or a small car. I'm tired of having regular cars. I either want the tiniest car on Earth or the biggest car ever. Do you imagine driving like a tiny car? It'd be like driving a go-kart. It'd be kind of fun. It'd be like if you got in a wreck, though, it'd kind of suck. But other than that, other than getting in a wreck, if you just drive, if you're like putting around in this little tiny car, that'd be sick. Or you're in a giant car, like a monster truck. I think I'd rather be in a tiny car, though. It'd be fun if you had both. I want to drive the giant car one day, and then I want to drive the tiny car the next day. Like, every day you can rotate. Drive the big one or the small one. You got a car that turns into a plane, and you got a car that turns into a boat. You could drive that the other days. Fly to work. The old lady's going too slow in front of you, you just put your wings out and you fly over. Be awesome. That's what I really want, I think. I think I want to be able to, like, turn my car into a helicopter. Fly over people. My wife, she won't let me go around people, even when there's the... She gets mad. She's not in the car, though. I'm going around everybody. All the time. Even when you're not supposed to. Because I'm sick of it. We only got so much time on this planet. There's not enough time in the day to be waiting behind people to go 30 miles per hour. I'm not talking 40 and a 45. I'm talking like 30 and a 45. Where it's really noticeable and annoying. And I know I talk about this all the time, but it happens every single day. Every single mother effing day. I need to kill Secret, probably. Stole magic from everybody on their team. So now I hit for 22. So, Envoy of Pride, I definitely recommend. It's not like a OP troop, but it's a decent, solid troop. If you're tired of repicking and you see Envoy of Pride, I think it would be a decent one. Especially if you can get a kill. Void Annoy, if they use blue mana. So, down here. Bang. It's another one. I have a solid team. If you don't have a one OP troop, you want to have like 3 or 4 good troops at least. And that's kind of what we have going on here. We don't have a singular OP troop. But we have 3 or 4 really good troops for Arena. Just need to get up the Dire Boar, come on. There we go. Should probably let Thrall die to poison. 8 to the first 2. I wonder if it doubles up on the second, if Thrall dies. I guess we'll see. I'm just gonna do, well, we can do that. Now let's watch this. Does it? No. It's okay though, we got 22 damage here. I could have just cast that instead. F. Lee says people who don't know how to merge. Oh my goodness, I hate that. You'll be getting off an exit and the person will drive the same speed as you. You're supposed to either slow down or speed up. Man, somebody's here. Hold on a sec, y'all. I'm gonna pause for a sec. Or I'm gonna mute for a sec. Alright, I'm back, sorry. Helping kids find clothes. Ugh. My kids are probably, some of them are probably older than you think. I started early. Y'all can hear me? Purple. People who don't know how to merge, for sure. They like match your speed? What's up with that? You're supposed to think of other people. It's not like I'm trying to get in front of you. You know what I mean? Not like I'm racing you. It's like they want to. It's like they think you're racing them all of a sudden. Like here comes this person out of nowhere trying to race me. No, it's called you're merging. It's called you're merging onto the highway. Merge means like let each other go, basically. That's what merge means. It basically means like let each other go. It's not. Merge doesn't mean race. Ready, set, go. Merge doesn't mean that. For some people, that's what it means, though. They see somebody. Right beside them, going the same speed all of a sudden. They look over. They think they're in a race, so they hit the gas. But then their car is terrible, so the other person's just driving normally, trying to get on the highway. Then the person in their terrible car, like, puts it to the floor, destroys their car. Because they're racing all of a sudden. That person popped up out of nowhere. Trying to race me. What's up with that? I'm on the highway just driving. Then all of a sudden somebody's right beside me going the same speed trying to get in front of me. They're racing me. So they put the pedal to the metal in their piece of crap. Which obviously doesn't go very fast, but just fast enough to match your speed so you can't get on the highway. And you're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? All I'm trying to do is get on the highway. Like, there's nowhere for me to go. What am I supposed to do here? Drive into the shoulder? I am not trying to race you, sir. I'm just trying to get onto the highway. I am trying to get up to speed. It's like just because you're trying to get up to speed, you know, like you get off a back road going like you're going like 35 or 40 or something. Then you're trying to get on the highway, so obviously you're going from 35 to 40 to like 55, 65. So you're trying to get up to speed. The person on the highway, they're in the slow lane because they're idiots. And that's like the merge lane where you're supposed to get out of. Whenever you are if you're on the highway, okay, here's a lesson. I know all y'all already know this, but there might be one person out there that's watching after the fact. They're not even here right now. They're watching after the fact, you know. When you're on the highway and there's an exit coming up, you're supposed to get over to the middle lane. You're not supposed to stay in the slow lane. You know that? You're supposed to get over. It's like when you see a cop. It's exactly the same thing. You see a cop on the side of the road, they got somebody pulled over, right? They got their lights on, they're getting out of the car, they're giving them a ticket, and you get over to the middle lane because you don't want to hit the cop. It's the same exact thing when there's an exit. Get over. Get to the middle. Then that person can just get on the highway. They're not trying to race you. They're not trying to get in front of you. They don't even know you exist until they're like trying to get on the highway. Like you're all of a sudden there. They're not, oh, there's that person. I'm gonna hurry up and get in front of them. No, they're not thinking that. They come off a random road. They're trying to get up to highway speed. But just because they're accelerating doesn't mean they're racing you. They're trying to get up the highway. Some people are so dumb, especially around here. I'm not talking about none of y'all, nobody watching. People around here are stupid. They like think it's a race or something. You know what I mean. You guys have been there. You've been on the highway. Somebody comes off the exit. Or you're on the exit most likely. It's you're on the exit trying to merge. And then the guy on the highway is like all of a sudden trying to go fast and like beat you to nothing. It's so ridiculous. You're supposed to get over. This is how the highway works. There's 3 lanes, right? The left lane's a passing lane. You're not supposed to drive in it forever. The middle lane is where you're supposed to drive. And the far right lane is for exiting or merging. Or if there's no exit and you're going super slow, you can drive in that lane, so people don't have to deal with you driving super slow. You're not supposed to, like, drive in the left lane forever, and you're not supposed to drive in the right lane forever. One's for passing, one's for exiting and merging. The middle one's the one where you're supposed to stay, unless you're passing somebody, or somebody's up your butt and you want to get over to the right and let them go by. You're not supposed to just stay in the fast lane, and you're not supposed to just stay in the slow lane. I feel like some people didn't take driving lessons. They just got a license. I think that happens though. You like turn 18 or something, you just get a license. You don't even have to learn anything. So you're just out there just tooling around, driving, doing whatever you want. You don't even know the rules. And you think everybody else is being an a-hole, but it's really you. That's hilarious. We don't have a blue enemy to attack with our triple damage. We don't have an enemy that's under 10. So probably cast Dire Boar. And we could go right here and get this yellow too, I guess. And this purple. It's a nice row. We don't need purple, but... And then we got, now we can cast this and get our magic. Let's go here. Thing that's actually threatening to us. This guy's not. And we got Envoy. We can make the kill, or we could do some damage. I think I'm just going to do some damage down here. Alright, now we just need to get everybody back up. So, red, yellow, or red, green. There we go. And can we cast this anywhere where we can get some mana too? Kind of look for one, then a 2. I don't see any though. So just hit the skulls. Blue, skulls, win again. I haven't lost once in arena. I don't think it's that hard. Sometimes though you get... enemy will have an OP. All of a sudden, they'll destroy you. I feel like the more you win, the more likely you are to get that OP team that destroys you in like 2 turns. So I'll start talking crap. And it seems like right around here. Like, I bet you our next battle has like a really difficult enemy troop in it. You win 4 in a row. It's usually right there. That 5th battle is when they really want to give you like a difficult... Let's see what happens. Supernova says, I've noticed a visual glitch with the EXP bar. The after battle repost shows more progress versus overworld view. I know, dude. Like, I feel like I'm not getting that much experience even with the booster. But somebody said they got a bunch. Supernova was you. Livewire says, some people in my guild saying they're getting a random yellow block or a crest in the center of their screens during matches makes Guild Wars even more fun. PSA, don't be an ass. I don't know what Solitary Mind said there, but I'm sure somebody can tell me. Captain Sue said blue. Supernova says they have to go to the console settings to network settings and change their NAT type to open to solve that problem. The zigzag people are my favorite kind of driver. The zigzag, like the drunk people. Drunk people out here. That's one thing with my wife working at a restaurant. What do you do when you see somebody, like, destroyed in the drive-thru? What would you guys do? It's hard to keep them there, and it's hard to, like... I think one time they called the cops, but, like, by the time they got there, the person was long gone. So, I think that's the... They don't call all the time, because every time they do, there's like nothing they can do about it, really. You can give the description of the car, you can say... But it's like not a high priority call, so it's not like they rush over there with lights flashing or anything. And like even on the phone, she said they like take forever. They're taking like a bunch of information, and instead of sending the cop right away to like get the person, they waste a bunch of time on the phone, like getting a bunch of information, and then they send the cop, and it's 30 minutes later by the time people are already home eating their food. Oh yeah, the dentist. You want the dentist or the mechanic? You can definitely trigger those things. What are we gonna do at the chatathon, y'all? We got City of Thieves faction event, which I think I already have at 500. But we could do arena. I could let you guys pick the team. We could hunt down the Horde Mimic Mythic. We could. I got tons of vault keys. We could just open the whole time. Like, we'll make it fun. I'll come up with something to do as far as trivia or something similar. I'll make sure it's fun, hopefully. If you guys have any ideas, though, it always works out better when there's other people adding their 2 cents instead of me just coming up with my own ideas. If I could have it my way, I would have like a tribunal of sinners around a table, and I could tell you my idea, and then you guys would, like... That's what Discord's supposed to be, but it's mostly just me complaining. Okay, I'm thinking about doing this. Here's an idea. I think Tim gave me an idea, but I already, forgot. I think playing Puzzle Quest is a good idea. I made this whole video, you guys. It was crazy. Wednesday was a bad day, right? We had a bad live stream. It was mostly me. And then Thursday, like, I didn't do the class event video Wednesday night because I was just irritated with the whole thing. So then I wake up Thursday morning, so I make that 1-minute Plague Lord video. And then Friday it's arena, and I know nobody cares, so I just didn't make a video. Now here we, it was spoilers yesterday, I always do that. And here we are today. It's been okay. I don't know what I was saying, anyway. Chatathon's next weekend. Oh, we can go right here with this. Get an extra turn, knock them into range or something, bang. The priority word, though. You ever be saying something and you forget what you're saying? That's just what just happened to me. Like, ideas for the chatathon would be cool. Hopefully we need them. Hopefully we need ideas. Man, we don't have no... We need yellow, purple, green. Alright, here's some green. Oh, there's purple extra turn, you idiot! You're gonna lose because you suck. Come on. See, this would be my fault if I lost here. I screwed up. There's red extra turn I'm missing. It's fine, though. We still won. Even with mistakes. Alright, one more battle, and I might get out of here today, y'all. So any questions, any comments? Hey, you want to keep me here longer? You can just ask questions. It doesn't have to be the other way. Green and yellow. I feel like Gems of War, though, is kind of... Oh, what I was going to say is... I made this video Thursday just complaining so bad. I'm glad it didn't come out. It was terrible. Because nobody cares. Like, even if it's all the truth, like, nobody cares. So I'm glad. Like, God was watching over me that day. Made the mic not work. It was plugged in. It was on. The receiver was in. The light was on. I don't know why it didn't work. But I'm glad it didn't. It was one of those where I might have put it out and then, like, not. I probably would have put it private. I would have came to my senses eventually. But still, people would have watched at least. Some people would have seen it. Uh-oh. See, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Like, they almost got us last battle. And now here they are. This thing is pretty OP. Here they are now. It's like the more you win, they throw harder, battles at you. And they're like, we're not going to let you go undefeated against us. So we're going to give you a hard team. And also give you no mana. You got yellow, you got purple, you got green. That's half of the colors. But we're not going to give you any of them. Oh, yeah, that was perfect. Good job, dummy. I might lose this one. Oh, I watched a movie the other day. I don't watch a lot of movies. You guys ever seen Pan's Labyrinth? I don't know why, but I watched it. It was in Spanish, though. It was kind of annoying. But I still watched it. I almost, like, turned it off. That's one thing. If you make a movie, one way to, like, have people turn it off immediately is to make it in Spanish. Some people don't want to read. I was trying to... Oh, I should have waited and cast that. I was just trying to watch something while I worked and stuff, so I wasn't trying to look at the screen the whole time. That's what sucks about... Like, I like to read, but sometimes I'm trying to, like, watch something that I can just kind of listen to half the time and watch half the time. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, it was in Spanish, so I had to look at the screen almost the entire time. Unless I'm an idiot and, like, maybe it's not really... the back of it said Spanish. Oh, are you kidding me? Alright, so now we really got to win here. It's down to the nitty-gritty. Captain Sue keeps saying blue for some reason. Or I'm just way behind. I think I'm way behind, never mind. My bad. Oh no, you did say it twice. What's up with that? But I've been calling the Gems of War death for, like, almost a year now. And I feel like people think it's just me, being irritated with, like, getting less views or something.
Mana surge.
But, you know. And you know what's going to happen, like, when it does die. Nobody's going to come back and be like, you were right. There's been things in the past where I told people, like, it's not what you seem, this isn't what you, da-da-da-da, and they're like, you're a hater, I hate you now, I'm leaving, see ya, I'm no longer a member, I'm not going to be around anymore. And then 6 months later, a year later, turns out I was right, and they're just gone forever, and they don't come, they're never going to come back and say, hey, you were right, I'm sorry. No, they're just going to disappear forever. That's what would happen, that's what would happen here, too. If I end up being right about it dying and stuff, and I'm warning you ahead of time, but most people would just be like, it's just a hater, he just, But then when I am right, no one ever comes back like, oh, you were right, bro, you were right. I thought you was just a hater. I thought you was just making excuses. Oh, dude, that was sick. Yeah. Pan's Labyrinth. They were hunting rabbits, and he caught them hunting rabbits or something. And then I don't know what he hit them with. I think it was like a bottle. He smashed his nose like flat with a bottle. You look at the front of Pan's Labyrinth, it looks like a kid movie or something, kinda. Looks like, you know, Lord of the Rings maybe, or something a little bit more kid-friendly than Lord of the Rings, actually, is what it looks like. It's like a little girl and, like, fairies. It's pretty cool if you haven't seen it. It's got a fawn in it, like a goat man. Which you don't see very often in movies. Oh, his flashlight, yeah. That's what you see, too. Like, you think it's like this... I knew it wasn't, though, because I looked at the back and I saw it was rated R. Like, I wonder how this is going to be rated R. And then it's like a little girl and a fairy, and she goes and she has to do these tasks to become, like, the princess for whatever. She, like, doesn't know who her real dad is or something, and, like, her mom ends up dying in childbirth with her brother, and they're living with this, like, horrible captain guy in Italy or something. I've always wanted to like make videos about. I want to watch a movie and then like talk about the movie on a video, or read a book and talk about the book on a. But I don't think that works because my audience is not reading that book or watching that movie, so why would they care? One idea I have for a video, y'all, is I've never seen Star Wars. I'm thinking about watching it and then making a video called like I watched Star Wars for the first time. And like tell y'all how I think about it as a person who has never seen it before and then watches it all of a sudden. Most people have seen Star Wars, right? So that's kind of like a good idea for a video, huh? This is where the tribunal table of knights of the round comes in and says yes or no. This is a good idea or this is not a good idea. You haven't watched Star Wars either? We gotta watch it together. I don't think I have I don't think I have the right one though. I only have 2 of them. One of them is I think Star Wars 3 and the other one's like Star Wars 6. Which I know some of them are worse than the... Like, there's 3 that are good and then 3 that are bad, right? Or worse. There's gotta be one Star Wars person here, right? Isn't there, like, the 3 new ones are the bad ones and, like, the 3 old ones are the good ones or something like that? I think I have 1 old one and 1 new one. So it'd be kind of funny if I just watch them out of order. Like, should I watch the new one first and then watch the old one? Or should I watch the old one first and then watch the new one? And I'll like watch them both, and then you can get my opinion on it. Instead of, you know, people watch the old ones back in the day when they came out, so they have like this nostalgia. And then they watch the new ones and they weren't what they were expecting compared to the old ones, right? So everybody hates the new ones because they watched the old ones back in the day when they came out. Like, what order... Like, as a person, I've never seen them at all. I've never seen the old ones. I've never seen the new ones. I can't say that I don't know what Star Wars is, though, you know? Because, like, I played Lego Star Wars. Like, I know who Chewbacca is. I know who Luke Skywalker is and stuff. Like, I don't know nothing about it. I've probably seen 5 minutes here and there of footage of the movies. But what should I do? Like, should I watch, like, a new one first and then watch an old one and, like, see what I think? Or should I watch the old one first and then the new one? Or should I, like, not do that? Should I get the first one and watch the first one and then... I think it'd be funny. Or it'd be interesting to see an opinion of somebody who's never watched the old or the new ones. Not that they're new anymore. They're, like, both old now, but you know what I mean. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3 is the order. So I probably should watch like 6 and then 3, because I have 3 and 6, I think. I got them right here. Hold on. I got a bunch of DVDs the other day, and I started watching some of them just for S's and G's. Alright, I got Return of the Jedi, and I got Revenge of the Sith. So I should watch Return of the Jedi and then Revenge of the Sith. Those are the 2. I got number 6 and number 3. I'm about to watch both of these and make a video about it. All right, so I'm probably done for the day, y'all. So we're finishing September off strong. Nothing's gonna change. We got the chat-a-thon, which can always like bring me back to normal. So yeah, we got that next weekend. We'll see how that goes. I'm waiting for a disastrous chat-a-thon to... I don't know what's gonna happen if that ever happens. So hopefully it's a good one and it's status quo and we keep going forward, and I'll just figure something out and we'll figure it out. One of these days, we're going to come up with, like, a brilliant idea. We're going to start playing the right game or something, y'all. Gems of War is not going to be it forever, I don't think. I think it's going to be around for a couple more years, 2 or 3 more years. And I think we all have time to find something else right now. And it's not the end. It's not. I don't think we're staring down the barrel of a gun right now. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like got at least until January 1st when the Unity stuff kicks in and they start to have to pay way more money to when people download their game, and maybe even have to pay for people that downloaded it in the past. I don't know. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing the live stream is based around right here. Is go watch those videos. Penguins, Zero, Charlie, whatever, Moist Critical. Go check out his channel. Watch that. Go to Upper Echelon. He has 2 videos on it. The Unity stuff, if you care. Gems of War uses it. They're going to be affected by it, most likely. There might be a dev watching right now laughing like none of this applies to us. Or they could be shaking in their boots writing their resume right now. You never know. So, yeah, I would go... If I were you, I would go at least watch one of those videos and maybe go to the forums and check that out, because it might affect the game going forward, especially 2024 and going forward, maybe. A lot of people are mad about it. So, it's got to be something, right? And I feel like Gems of War is sitting right there. It doesn't make so much money that it doesn't care. And it doesn't make, like... It's not under either. It's not under the threshold. They're not going to be unaffected. And they also don't make, like, tons of money to where they would be not caring so much, because they are going to make their money one way or the other. They're, like, right there where it's going to suck, probably. Yeah, go check that out. Let me know what you think. And I got Everquest later today. I haven't even recorded it yet, so it might come out super late. We got a Teams video tomorrow. What's going on next week, by the way? It's like raids or something, right? Yeah, it's raids, I think. We get a new raid troop, a new shiny raid troop. We get a new mythic, but I think it's a campaign mythic. It's that gold, or it's the booty gem treasure, hit all enemies, undead rogue guy. So I'll be making a team video for the raid event as early as possible for tomorrow. Weekly preview comes later. That's got the Underspire, the Epic Trials, the Soul Forge in it. If you care about that stuff, it's later on in the day on Monday. Tuesday faction event, Butt Crack of Dawn. Not quite on the chopping block, but definitely one I'm not super excited about, because I've done them a million times in a row, and I feel like I need to shake it up and do something different. Wednesday live stream will probably be a little bit later, like 11 or something. I'm going to try that with the Wednesday live stream, because the last one wasn't so hot. And maybe if I shake up the time, I'm not going to like throw the baby out with the bath water or cut my nose off to spite my face. I'll change the time. We'll see what happens. We'll go to 11 a.m. or something and see how that goes. Then we'll try noon. If nothing works, I might end up cutting the Wednesday live stream. We might just do one a week. I don't know. Thursday class event video is definitely on the chopping block. I may stop doing that pretty soon. I'll probably finish off September still doing it, but that's one thing like we did, then we didn't do, then we did, then we didn't do, and we're kind of back doing it now. So it wouldn't be like the craziest thing ever to not do the class event video, I don't feel. We could go back to, who knows, something else. Like you got bonus video, or maybe we combine a bunch of videos together, or maybe I just make that video on Monday and just don't care and just put it out on Thursday and not think about it. I don't know. But it's definitely on the chopping block. The class event video, Thursday. I owe you guys a bonus video at some point. And Friday, what do we got? Something. Oh, it's City of Thieves. So, teams for that. That's pretty easy, though. City of Thieves. It's a pretty easy one. Then we got Chatathon on Sunday, September 24th. 2023, Butt Crack of Dawn. You know how it goes. First hour's free. And then you guys can make me stream for as many hours as you want. I'm even considering making the cap a little bit higher. A little bit. Give you some more if you want it. But we'll see. I gotta think of something like... It's kind of like a thing for the Chatathon, like a hook, like something fun to do. Still, I got a week. Let me know if you have any ideas, though. Definitely have a bunch of time to do a bunch of stuff, so whether it's Gems of War or just random stuff, let me know. We'll have some fun. It's like I think it's exactly. I think it's our 12th one. I think last time I thought it was number 12, but it wasn't. It was number 11. This time I think it is number 12. So that means we've been doing the chatathon for 2 years straight, and it's every single time it's broke the last record. So when that ends, it's gonna be sad, but I know it probably will one day. I just hope it's not this one. But that's the schedule going forward. Nothing's changing in September really, but I might take a break early October. Just to see what my life would be like without Gems of War. I don't think it's going to be like, oh, I'm going to disappear all of a sudden and not come back or anything. It might be like a step towards that, because it might be like, oh, it wasn't that bad not doing it for 5 days, or wow, I got so much stuff done not having to play this game for 2 or 3 hours a day every single day and make videos. And then, you know, Gems of War some days could take up like 5 hours of my life. Just imagine you had to make videos too. You know what I mean? Like some of y'all out there playing the game for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, up to 4 or 5 hours a day. Imagine you had to also make like a video, which takes at least an hour. So you got to add a whole nother hour onto, like every single day you have to add an extra hour. And they just keep giving us more crap to do in the game too. So it's not just YouTube. It's like Gems of War and YouTube together are both trying to screw me. I feel like at the same time. Gems of War giving me way too much stuff to do to keep up with. I have a channel. I have to like keep up with stuff, or else no one's going to watch a person that's not doing... That's how you start to lose people. You don't keep in touch with the game. You don't stay up to date with the metas. You don't talk about stuff like the Unity stuff. You don't talk about updates. You start, just phoning it in, and maybe... Yeah, you can't do that. You gotta, like, play the game every day for hours to have a good channel. So once you... That's where it starts, I feel. You quit playing the game as much. It doesn't even have anything to do with how many videos you do or what videos you do. You stop playing the game as much, which leads to videos that aren't as good, which leads to less videos, which is like a downward spiral. It's like a snowball going downhill if you... And they keep giving us more and more stuff to do, and I got to keep up with it. And then on the YouTube side, like, could you imagine you get... Anyway. Like, a game's giving you way too much, like, taking way more time, and it's giving you way more things to do. And then on the YouTube side, you're getting less views and less engagement and stuff. Like, it's the double whammy. It's not one or the other. Like, I'm used to one. I'm used to the YouTube roller coaster by now, but then the game that is also taking way too much time and giving me way too much to do at the same time. It's kind of like this double whammy that's kind of, you know, we've gone through this before where I complain and then a week later I'm fine. But this time it's kind of a little bit different because it's a double whammy from the game and YouTube at the same time. It's kind of a little bit different this time, so I might actually take a break. Might finally actually do it. But we'll see. We're going to finish September strong, see what it looks like, and then I'll decide from there. I'm going to make sure it's a strategic Gems of War break vacation to where we don't miss anything too crazy. I'm not going to take a break on a Monday and miss a Monday video or something. I'm not going to take a break during a vault event. I'm not going to take a break during an update or something. I'm going to try to do it strategically to where there's nothing going on. Like, right now would have been awesome. Like, if I had thought of this ahead of time, I should have took a break from, like, Tuesday to Sunday. Because nobody cares about the arena event, and we got... I should have already did it, but I'll figure it out. I know, I need a camera too. Like, I need to get the camera. We're trying to get the 10K. That was always the thing. Like, once we get to 10K subscribers, we'll have a camera. But nobody, like, it's not really helping. So, I don't know if we're ever going to get there to get the camera going. When I get to 10K, I'll do a camera for y'all. So I know that definitely helps. I think Puzzle Quest 3 is a good idea. I think maybe a new account playthrough is a good idea. I think, no, a camera eventually is a good idea. Maybe I'll do it sooner than 10K just to try it. We'll see. I'm trying to use it as like an incentive as a reward, but it's like we're never going to get there, so what's the point? I was thinking about it this morning, like, when would I get to 10K at this current rate? It's like 3 years from now. I don't know if I want to wait 3 years. You know what I mean? I've already been going 6 years. It's going to take me 10 years to get to 10K. Get a camera, dress up like Yoda. Alright, let's finish up with the chat and get out of here. You seen it because your girlfriend at the time wanted to watch a foreign film? Yeah, I didn't know it was Spanish, and I almost turned it off immediately, because, like I said, I was trying to watch a movie and work at the same time. I didn't want to stare at the screen the whole time. It kind of actually made my day suck, because the movie was good, but I got less work done, because I had to stare at the screen and read the captions. Efley says, I haven't watched Star Wars either. Doc put them on, and I was so bored I fell asleep. He is a huge fan. I haven't seen Doc in a minute, Efley. Livewire says Episode 4 is the oldest and the first one released. Zoomer says, whenever my girlfriends want to see a foreign film, I just change the language setting to an action film. There you go. Funk it town. No problem, man. That's always a good excuse. Honestly. Livewire says, do lighters carry over to the next... No, they don't. They probably sent you a bunch because there was a glitch, like a bug in the game where the Underspire wasn't working correctly during the 7.1 update week. That's a good question, by the way. I got answers if you guys have questions. Yeah, they when 7.1 came out, they screwed up your Underspire and they like reset it. So they sent some people some torches in the mail. They did like a compensation thing. Like it didn't really affect me because I didn't do anything in the Underspire. And then they like reset the Underspire, and I hadn't done anything yet, so it didn't really affect me. It kind of helped me. I got like an extra lantern that week. But yeah, if you had either, I think they compensated people for that for the 7.1 update week, the Underspire getting reset. So they probably sent you some stuff in the mail. They don't carry over though, like normally. Like if I don't use torches this week, I'm not gonna have them next week. I'm gonna start with, they give you 7 a day. So next week I'm going to have 7 on Monday. I'm not going to have whatever I have left over plus 7. They don't carry over. Watch Star Wars Episode 4 first. Got to watch them in order. They were released before the prequels. Well, I'm going to have to like get it or look it up or something then. It's probably like either watch the ones I got or don't watch them at all. So, I don't know. Should I just not watch them at all? Hibashira Sakai says, always need something to play. Livewire says, I wish this game was more interactive so you could do things like have matches with against... Yeah, that'd be cool. You say you're new to Gems of War, would be way harder without your videos. Appreciate that. Feel like that's lost these days. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a cranky old asshole, but... I think I have the best channel for beginners, at least. And then I'm free to play, like I was saying earlier. Like, how could you not want to watch? I don't know. It's crazy. I don't get codes. I'm the most beginner-friendly channel. I actually do some stuff for Switch. I'm 0 VIP. I don't spend any money on the game. Like, I try to... everything I can do to be the most... to the most people. Because even if you spend money on the game, I feel like I'd rather watch somebody that doesn't than does. Because then you can... be better at the game and spend your money more wisely, and then you can like inject that money into that strategy and make everything better. If you're watching somebody that's already spent tons of money on the game or has codes from the devs, like I feel like there's some sort of, at least a little bit in the background, like you gotta think, at least think about it from now on. Like this person gets codes from the devs. That has to affect them somewhat, a little bit. To where they're not going to be as critical of the devs, right? This person spent money on the game. This has to affect the way they talk about certain things and do certain things. It has to. I'm the only one. No money spent on the game. No codes from the devs. If you want the truth, you come here. If you want to live in a fantasy land, you go other places, I guess. Sakai says, your Rowan team carried me for the past 1,000 levels. Hey, it's not mine, but at least you got it from my channel. That's cool. Yeah, Rowan's like the way to go. I'm about to do a new account playthrough and see, but I feel like, you know, you get Rowan early. You get her from Forest of Thorns, and she's just so strong throughout the entire game that the sooner you make your Rowan team and get it going, the better. The game just turns into a whole different game once you get that going. Get a couple guard medals, get the Mirage Queen, get the Black Manacles, get the Leprechaun, get everything to surround Rowan with all the good stuff that makes her actually good. Then you just use her for everything. There's like a period of the game where you use that for everything. The Rowan team, just for everything. Hey, nice job, Metal Flameful. Got Zul and Zathenos yesterday. Nice work. Alright, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. Helps a lot to your good about the channel. Comment below. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for joining me today. Metal Flameful. Habashira Sakai. Captain Sue. Chad the Clip Bomb. Livewire. F. Lee. We got Supernova. We got Captain. We got Funky Town, Texas, the Reaper moderator. We got Trey Bobuff, the freaking Ironhawk moderator. F. Lee, Livewire, Captain Sue, Beg for Mercy. Solitary Mind, what did they say? Did you catch that? Livewire, F. Lee, Supernova, Roman B was here today. Ruhan Robinson, Mike D was here. Shout out to Mike D. Anthony, Ruhan with the gifted, thank you so much, man. It was one of those streams, man, where we were just partying in the parking lot. You gotta have those sometimes. It's fun. It's fun. We didn't go anywhere, but we had fun listening to music. Revving our engine, annoying the neighbors. Cooking Man was here today. Jamie James was here. I see that name all the time, and then it's finally over here in this chat. Anthony, Mike D, Travis was here today. Shout out to Travis. JM Ricks. Been around a long time, JM Ricks. U710 been around even longer, probably. Not that it's a competition or anything. I'm just... Hirschfelder was here today. Thank you so much for joining us. Tyrion Shark. The Ishtara Dragon God badge on that shark. Supernova. Chop was here and got gifted by Trey. Chad ran out there this morning trying to get it started. Always appreciate it. We talked about Unity earlier in the live stream. Yeah, it's a thing. Go check it out. Upper Echelon, if you can't remember, is the name of the channel that made like 2 videos about it. Oh, asked if I wanted to Back to the Future hover car? Sure. I wonder why they deleted it. Metal says I just use Microsoft Rewards to get free purchases in the game. Lurked you long time, DC. Yeah, you've been around a long ass time. You got that Heart of Rage. You're the managing moderator. I hope y'all have a good day. You guys are the best. I know I complain a lot and I grouse a lot, and it's never at y'all. You guys are the ones. You know how you like you lash out the ones that you love or whatever. Try not to do that, but sometimes it happens. But I don't really. Nothing's ever your guys' fault ever. So you guys are the ones keeping me around. So, all right. Have a great day. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Peace out. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comments. There's the Discord, newest video, comments. If you don't feel like asking a question live in front of a bunch of people, just go to the newest video, leave a comment, and I'll answer any kind of question you got. Peace out. Chatathon next Sunday, butt crack of dawn. Be well, be excellent, stay safe out there, everyone. Chatathon next Sunday. Butt crack of dawn.